Drive his Ferrari and I'm light skin black. Da, 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 da. Waiting for a couple more people to come in. What's going on? What up, Dom? Everybody who's popping in, it was good. I'm about to tell a little story today. Hopefully, we get a whole bunch of people out. Today's story then, as well, like as always, is Q and A's. I'm gonna be doing a couple things. I'm gonna give you my undivided attention. Um, and a few as of right now, I'm just like kind of Instagram who I want to kind of join the live. Um, other than that, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Thursday so far? Everybody cool? Everybody chilling? Do, 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 do. Hey, back on the 30th. Yep. I mean, it's all not fun and games, but it's all just kind of business now, all real stuff. What class are you actually in, Brittany? What are you doing? It's a lot of bam. City's so damn great. I feel like Alexander. So we'll give it a couple minutes too for all the regulars to start popping in too. So y'all who are in this right now, thank y'all for popping in. I'm gonna give it a couple little bit till I get like probably like 6 flip, even if it just goes the way we're going straight in the short time. And especially if this one goes great too. I'm definitely gonna leave this one probably public if it goes pretty damn well. Recording principles, you're gonna have Pedro is the guy. If I am going to say anything about recording principles, praise Pedro is that guy. You're gonna like him. He knows what he's talking about, and if you could stay connected with him, that's a cool dude to one mainly help you out with what's the right gear to get, and also to help you out with just kind of just like signal flow. If you can grasp signal flow your first month in, like your first month within real classes, you're gonna be great for the rest of your music career. Whatever you're doing that requires recording, because that's the essential. I guess no other way to put it. That is legitimately the essentials. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys in on. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. My Full Sail journey so far. Getting deeper into it and kind of a little bit more in depth with like an actual YouTube video. Kind of show you guys around the campus a bit more. But just to kind of give you guys a little kind of look at where I'm at. I'm about to jump into my last month. Next month is my last month at Full Sail. It will be. I'm hella excited because like obviously like I'm finally done. But the biggest thing about that is like I'm kind of starting to get into the real world aspect. So like I'm trying to like start my plan, trying to figure out okay, cool. Am I gonna keep it here in Orlando for like a bit more, or am I gonna go back up north? Like figuring that out, sorting all that crap out, as well as figuring out kind of whatever am I gonna go with my skills and my talents now that I have a specific skill set and talents. Of course, I haven't. It takes years, and it takes you kind of practicing over and over again with these specific skills to get you a master level. But I have been like dabbling and working at stuff pretty extensively. Especially my producing and stuff. Like I've been kind of trying to keep that under wraps and like do at least a beat a day because that's something that I know for a fact at the end of the day I want to do. And for my research and stuff, like of course being an artist is great. I want to be an artist. I want to be touring. I want to do all this stuff. But I do at the end of the day when I want to be when I get older and I have my fam and I'm trying to like chill, of course I want to travel the world while I'm young and do all this stuff and homie go around my squad. Like me and Mateo, we always had these aspirations to be like, yo, let's get to Korea, let's get to Japan, let's go do some crazy next level stuff. Um, but like as we both grow older, we know like the importance of family and being around that. And I know like being an artist and stuff, that's kind of tough. So I'm already like kind of thinking for the future. So I'm trying to build up on the day. I'm not just having one revenue stream of just being an artist. I have the revenue stream of being a producer and I can still keep doing the things I love. So that is really kind of what I've been thinking about. Hella crazy. Luis Hernandez, congrats on surviving Full Sail. Almost there, bro. I am almost there. I am about literally 4 weeks away now. It's crazy though, because like you say surviving it, but it's like the biggest my issue now is my last month, because this month that passed, got through it, took care of business, started killing things. I really bodied like my last couple classes. My A pluses that I'm accustomed to, because I was kind of more focused in like my whole process and everything I'm going through in my project more than anything, getting these sounds together. Because I'm not trying to rush my ideas, but at the same time, I'm trying to make cohesive, great ideas, trying to work on my melodies and on my harms. But like this last month that I got, it's gonna be a tough ass one, because man, just like a lot of kind of personal situations mixing in with like kind of just school, as well as like financial. I guess you could put financial with personal, but I feel like money, if you keep money and personal too smashed up, it kind of ass mess. My sister popped in. What's up, Denise? What's poppin'? Where's poppin'? I'm trying to like, I have this crazy cool that lets me, because my phone is like trashed. I cannot like these two side panels do not work for crap. So like I'm trying to like hit somebody back up on, oh, I found it, on the gram to let them know that I'm live to come through. Sorry if I just went silent for a bit and trying to get these people in, get a couple more people into YouTube live. All right. Besides all that, everybody who just popped in, say what's good, say what's up for your boy. I actually want to copy this. Whoa, where's my live at? Wow, I totally lost. Sorry, I lost the screen where my live was. Sorry, guys. I totally lost the screen where my live is at. So here, I'm back. Cool. So Samantha, I'm starting next month in audio production. I also run my own business, so my schedule is wonky. I'm wondering how much time is needed and should be put into my classes. Um, so the factor of time, it's kind of different for everybody. I don't want to make like the blue number. Like you should invest this much time. What I'm gonna say to you is I think more than anything, you got to figure out how much you know and how much you don't know, and start understanding that all that takes time. And start my best time restraint for you is how much time you should put into your classes a day. I would say about 3 or 4 hours a day. If you can put 3 or 4 hours a day aside just straight for your classes, you're going to be successful. You're going to grasp all the knowledge. You're going to be able to apply it as best as you can. If I can, that's a job. You run, it's totally different. And running your own business, you essentially. Okay. I couldn't get somebody to join because they're at work. It's so sad when I can't get people to join the lives. But essentially, your own business. I don't know what your business operating hours are. I don't know if like you just do remote so you can do it like anytime. Like I don't know how your business, like how your hours of business work. That you can kind of do around the clock and stuff like that. Being able to take time away, that would be so clutch and so perfect. I know like an actual job and stuff kind of sucks, because like that time has to be whatever time they tell you got to work. You got to make sure that time is there. And then if you want to believe in sleep or not for the next 2 years, it's like that's kind of like the issue. And that's a problem I had early on, because I was getting a job because I needed a job. And then I realized, holy crap, applying myself or giving myself like that 3 or 4 hours a day. Really, honestly, teachers are going to tell you try to invest like 6 hours a day, and if not, try to invest like at least like 12 hours a week into what you're doing. And like that's hard as 12 hours a week. Like they're trying to get you 12 hours a week, like into what you're doing. Um, but my thing is, like it's really tough trying to get that time or trying to put that time aside or try to organize that time because you're trying to balance a whole bunch of different things while you're out here, especially if you're not from it's like figuring out rent and like little bills and stuff. You're like, oh crap. So I say to you, figure out your process, figure out how much you know, how much you don't know, start getting well versed in audio and audio production techniques. So like from recording anything from like sound design to like the instruments and everything that you would need from like workstations to just equipment and figure that stuff out and get good knowledge around that and be well versed and well rounded. And then like all the technical and all the practical knowledge you learn from school, get it in body and get better. So damn, Brittany says she puts at least 20 and 30 hours. That's beautiful. I mean, are you counting like class hours? Because if you're counting class hours, that's don't count. Luis Hernandez, some people don't understand how tough it is. Yeah, Luis Hernandez, like you are hitting the nail on the head. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think that, oh man, you're doing something you love, and it's like, yeah, no, because there's a criteria. You feel me? Like, there's a criteria. There's actual. You have to sit there and you have to be able to really kind of put yourself there and apply yourself and know what the hell you're doing. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna give you good grades if you do what the actual like the little freaking syllabus is said, or not syllabuses. They won't be called syllabuses. What the rubric says. If the rubric says for you to do this, do this, do this, and you do all that stuff, they'll give you a grade. And you have to understand that you getting that knowledge, or you doing these exercises, or what you did to complete this assignment, you have to understand how to apply that into your own work and how to go from there. So it's not even just a demand of school trying to give you grades and you try to do that. It's a demand of grasping onto the knowledge and being able to apply it, because that practical knowledge is what's going to be able to kind of separate you and get you a job, or let you be able to be self-sustainable because you know a skill and you're offering that skill out to people. So it's a tough test because it's very demanding. And a lot of people don't make it through. A lot of people actually got a friend of mine that he actually really kind of he warmed my heart with it, made me really humble. A friend of mine like this, he had the same class as me, but he was like in month 12, I was in month 19. Like this is weird. Like some of our classes, some different degree programs have some of the same classes, but they'll get them like at different times. They'll get them at different times of like the year. So it'll be all like kind of mixed up and jumbled up. But my boy came in and he was like, yo, I saw your videos, and your video about why you should not come to Full Sail really made me stay here, and really he was actually in financial probation. He actually had all this extra stuff going on, and he ended up not being in school, I think for like a month or two. I don't know how long he said it was for. But he just chilled out, and he was like kind of just, like he was trying to just kind of get himself together. And he said that I helped him out from my video, and like just to act that me and Mateo sat there and we said, yo, we should come up with a video idea. Like, put that down, did it, got it out, and it spread to the point that I know Full Sail checked it out. And I definitely got to kind of talk to Full Sail about a couple of things, especially now that I'm gonna be getting out, being a student, be able to speak a little bit more on kind of just like not endorsements, but kind of just like, just being able to be a face of something, like kind of do something with them that kind of boost something, because I think that's one thing that they're missing. They're missing not a face for Full Sail, but they're missing kind of like the embodiment of that, the fact that students, like actual real students, go here, actual real personalities go here. Because of course they have their girl that shows off stuff, but like, come on, let's show the students with personalities, kind of give that energy or that idea of the atmosphere here out to the people, and kind of give more like of the inside look. Because if you make people feel like, holy crap, I can connect, or I can vibe with people that are there just from already seeing like all of their forms of it. So many people want like helping people figure out like all these different little, giving people the keys or telling people things that they didn't know, or kind of helping people out with questions they had. So it's like, if you can be able to do that, Full Sail can start bringing in more students. Then on top of that, campus get bigger, which means for a better type of atmosphere for just all the students. And on top of that, it's more networking ability, more power that comes to Full Sail. So I mean, that's just my whole little rant about that in recent years. But Samantha. Oh yeah, no, no, no. All right, I don't want to botch your name. So Suhil Elzam. If I said it wrong, hit me up on me what it says so I can know your name for next lives. I want to do audio production, but I want to attend this university. What is the difference between audio production and music production? So audio production, which is kind of it's audio production is just what it is. It's the production of audio. It's like making more than anything kind of sounds. You can definitely deal with music and you know what's it called? It's sound and audio. It's sound and like kind of just like voiceovers, um, voiceovers, vocals that they just need cleaning up and like tuning, or just like you want to make a vocal sound crazy. Sound design is really the big things of audio production. You're making sounds. Music, obviously, is you're making music. And audio production hand in hand, because a lot of artists, especially nowadays, if you hear something that sounds like super crazy, it isn't because the producer kind of got this crazy ass sample from there. It's usually typically sound design. Of course, you can get this crazy sample and you can mix it up. But then once you take a sample and you, even if you slow it down, or if you like mess around, you take little bits and pieces of it and you shuffle it around, that's sound design. There's no way around it. That's literally by definition sound design. You could say it's sampled, but around with it, distorted it, do some crazy, and that's legitimately sound design. If it's like a whole piece and you just fucked up a whole piece, like if you just slow down a whole piece, that's literally just you slowing down a beat. But if you took a piece of a song, like chopped it up, I'm talking about like less than like probably a bar. Like I'm not talking about like a full bar, because you could loop a full bar and make it into a song. But if you talk maybe probably one measure, like, or two, I don't know. I'm just like kind of going off of that. That's audio production is sound design. Music production is music. That's the best way to kind of define it. So if you want to make music, go into music production. If you want to mix music and you want to kind of do that, go to recording arts. If you want to do with sound design, and really audio production is the recording arts part. Just to let you guys know, I kind of just like I had a brain fart. Audio production is the recording arts side. And that's really just all the mixing and stuff. We don't really have just a straight audio production program here, because we have music production and recording arts. Holy crap, I just realized something. So audio production, the way that Full Sail formulates is audio production is the name for music production and recording arts side. Recording arts deals with all the recording, sound design, dealing with stuff, different stuff on that basis, and cleaning up audio and go from there. Music production deals with a bit of sound design, and the rest of it is music theory and music and building off of that. Sorry, guys. Yo, you want to produce beats and go to music production? Don't. Yeah, bro, that's no brainer, bro, chachos. Like, if you want to produce beats, that's where you go. Music production. That's like kind of it's common sense, my brother. Yeah, that's another thing too. So I learned one of the biggest things that kind of hit me with surprise, because I used to always kind of like either just think things too deep, or just like kind of not really not really kind of put two and two together. And common sense is going to be a big thing out here, because it's going to put you past a lot of people here, because a lot of teachers here, they're already big names. They don't take no shit from nobody. And if you have common sense, that's literally one thing that they love the most of. They don't care about your technical abilities, because they know that that could be learned. But common sense is like the biggest key. Being able to kind of put two and two together is the biggest. And I learned that the hard way a couple of times. So that's even with like asking questions. Is like, don't ask a teacher about phantom power, and a dynamic mic. If your first class you had that, or you know the process of a dynamic mic, because they're gonna be like, dog, are you serious? Like, what is your deal, dog? Are you smart or not? Like, did you pay attention in first class? No. Denise, what is your status on music? Working. That's the best way to put it. Working, like putting together the beats. There's actually a young boy that lives in the city that Mateo stumbled across. His name is Young Prophet. That boy is a young monster in the making, and he's making a couple beats for me, which are going to be beautiful. And I have a couple of demos picking up that kind of are sitting well with me. The only thing that's tough, um, the only thing I can say is tough is just now that I got a full weekend of freedom, which is going to be my weekend. So today I packed a lot of my stuff. So my stuff that's on the wall, I left it there, because if I don't leave it on the wall, it's just gonna be jumbled up. But below on the floor, there's my clothes and my shoes are kind of packed, because I'm moving out of here in actually a week or so. So like I had to pack today and get that stuff out the way, so I can kind of get ready for next week and all the trials and tribulations that come with that. So I'm just getting ready, because this weekend it should be when I make There's one song, there's jazzy ass song I've been working on that I want to get out soon, a couple days soon. It all depends on just like tonight how I kind of cook up like the lyrics that I have and just roll with that. Other than that, like music's being worked on. I'm not trying to rush it. That's really all I can say. I'm not a hack. Like I'm not a hack. I don't want to just throw out bullshit, but at the same time, I'm not being a perfectionist. I'm not being like it needs to be like this. If I have no means of making this shit sound better, then throw it out like loose change because all it does is gets me gets my music out there, gets more people listening, and all it does is help me get to the next level. So that's basically what I'm doing, working as well as trying to deal with this crazy ass school schedule. So that's all. Um, Brittany, I stay up all hours of the night studying, doing it's beautiful. That's what I'm gonna be about to be on next week. I'm about to be up all day of the night because I want to get it. Um, Mainly because why not? They're gonna give it to me for free, a $200 test for free. Why not? Why not take the certificate? And on top of that too, because they're giving me it's like kind of rush days. They're really fucking with Full Sail really messed up my schedule this past month. These past 2 months actually, like the people in the academic office didn't really, they weren't on point with stuff because like 3 months before we were supposed to graduate, we were supposed to get like an email talking about let's get to career development and deal with like our resumes and fix our stuff up. They didn't hit me with that. I had to go out and do that. But that's another thing. Like I don't blame nobody for anything on that. If you go ahead and blame people for not being able to do something for you when you knew that there was that opportunity, you didn't go out and kind of like just kind of give a friendly reminder, that's really on you because you should know that there's thousands of other kids that go here. You should be able to be accountable for yourself and be like, okay, they didn't hit me up with that. Let me go from there. I just say they messed me up because it was like I was hitting them up like three about it and they didn't get back to me about that specifically until like 2 weeks ago. So and that was about like 2 months and some change. So it's like, okay, that's where they messed me up because I reached out for it, and then they finally got to all my classmates because I ended up telling them, yo, they finally gave me my stuff. Y'all start emailing them too. I emailed them about y'all, but they have to do it. So now all my classmates got um up to date with it too. Damn, everybody's sending some messages, bro. Haven't been able to read up. Samantha Suhail. Now I know how to say yay. Suhail. Okay. Jeremy says, can you talk about the scheduling of classes? Because I know it's 24-hour school, so how the time schedules typically. Um, there's time schedules, there are different time schedules for different classes. That's the best way I could put it. Um, every class has their own different time schedule. And even at that, it's not even like I tell you, I had these hours for this class because the freedom of this month to month basis thing is every month they have to make a new schedule for every class. So we'll end up like having, I don't know, like they'll end up having like one class from 9 to 3, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then next month would be like one class from Wednesday, Friday, no, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. And you're like, what the fuck? So it's like, it really is just depending on kind of like how the school kind of goes about it. You have to really roll with it. For the next few years, you have to kind of be like, my schedule don't belong to me. It belongs to the school, and it doesn't belong to a job employer or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, you come in here to do school. Like that's first priority. Like no job should be on top of that. And the only job should be on top of that is your own personal music or your own personal like business because you got to put that first. Because at the end of the day, when school's over and you got your grades and shit like that, that's that. The back end is now the real part. Like the real part of how you gonna get your bread, how you gonna pay back the loans if you took them, how you going to pay for food because we're human, we need to eat. So my thing is them schedules, they all over the place. So you just gotta kind of come down here, get prepped up to know that they're gonna be all over the place and know that you gotta tell if you have a job, let your employer know like yo, my schedule is crazy. If you could work with me, that'd be great. If and thank you for giving me this job, but I'm gonna need to put your 2 weeks notice in and then go look for another job that'll be more working with you because now you're gonna have a nightmare with work too. And the 24-hour thing is kind of just like a scary myth. You won't have a class at 3 o'clock in the morning. If you're doing music production, if you're doing audio, anything, you're not gonna have a class 3 o'clock in the morning. Latest you'll get is like 1 till 1, and that's a lab. And usually the lab instructors, if you care your business and they see that okay, cool, you guys came in here, you got work, they're Gucci with letting you guys out like around 12. Like 12 being the latest, if not like 11:30, seeing how everything goes. So yeah, there's no schedule class. Okay, cool. I've been improving on my craft and been getting cold as fuck. I know I need a bit more work, but I have some fire. list to own a studio and charge people to record? What course do you recommend? So Mugen, Mugen, however you say it. I think that's is that like the car, like I think that's like Honda like parts and stuff. Mugen. I don't know what that is. I just saw that before on like souped up Hondas. I'm a car like I don't really kind of boost up my car. If you can see, I have a 2009 Honda. It's just is regular, basic, basics. So if I'm wrong, but if you want to charge people for your stuff, it's a game. Damn, bruh. I'm totally off. Hold up. I'm not wrong though. Search up Mugen on thing. Mugen car parts. I guarantee you I'm right with that too. But I'm like right in the differences. I'm right with the car people, not with the game. The game people probably like, shut your ass up. But other than that, what's his name? Yeah, so you want to do recording arts primarily because oh, so bang, bang, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So primarily, it's my boy right there. My boy, Suhail. It's my boy. It's my new friend. So you're my homie now. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. Let's be friends. Um, but primarily, you want to do recording arts. One, because that'll make you a good engineer, and on top of that, recording arts lets you know it puts you in a studio a lot, which helps you to know signal flow as well as a lot of your gear. I feel like as if you're a person that's going to bring anybody into a studio, you should know your gear like the back of your hand. Because if you bring somebody into a studio and they're like, especially the people that they kind of know, they act like they don't because they want to see if you're a credible studio or not. Because there's going to be people that come into a studio that are going to be like, and then act all stupid, like when they're in the process, and then when it gets to mixing mode, they know what the fuck they're talking about. And you're like, damn. Or you're like, okay, cool. I mean, I told them right. So my thing is, you want to do recording arts because you learn that, be in the studio way more. Music production, really, if you're kind of just want people to come in and record, bro, like you're fine because you're not producing the tracks unless you're producing the tracks. If you're trying to make like a whole like Neptune studio, then I would say music production. And then after you're done with music production, if you have the extra 2 years or you got the extra time, it wouldn't even be 20 months because you'll be able to opt out certain classes that music production had. Go back to school, like go back to Full Sail or go back to, I know actually two other schools that would be a good fit for if you want to do re-recording arts. Bit more about mixing that's way cheaper than Full Sail and way quicker than Full Sail. I did my research. So holla at me if you want to know about that, or if you're interested in doing a double up like that. Recording arts first, if that's what your goal is, to just be a recording engine, or just to record people at your studio, because that will help you be a well-rounded, not studio owner, but it'll help you be well-rounded with taking a getting your studio set up and having your studio run pristine, and you have the best gear for all that music production. I only know how to build a studio because I researched, not because music production taught me. We learned a couple things, but it's like, okay, cool. I researched, and I met teachers that will help me out because I'll be like, yo, I'm building up a studio. Like, help me out. I need to get some gear. This is my budget, and go from there. Lewis Arts or Jeremy Sins. Yeah, and also everybody check out my boy Mateo been in here. I'm going back and forth. It isn't, yeah, that's my boy. That's my manager. It's my homie, best friend. Mateo, he's sitting there. Yeah, I love saying like check out my newsletter. Everybody who hasn't checked out my newsletter, in the description, my newsletter is basically my newsletter. I'm trying to get what I'm trying to do now is trying to get the ideas together to just kind of keep you guys posted, especially when the new songs start coming together. So my newsletter is basically keeping you guys in the loop with my new project that's popping off. So from everything from like whenever single's coming out, I'm going from there. So my what I'm trying to get into is just kind of like sending those newsletters out and going from there, and just really kind of cooking up like just kind of what's the word? Just cooking up the anticipation for y'all, like by giving y'all little bits and pieces. So if you sign up for newsletter, you get exclusive stuff, you get exclusive content, as well as you'll be in the loop more. So when things start popping off, we're Gucci and we on there. So everybody check out the newsletter, click on it, just sign up for it, and yeah, be ready for some heat. Jeremy says, yeah, every month you take about one class. There's some time that you take more than one class. Luis Hernandez. Is school on campus? Traveling from Chicago, that's really one. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the school has a campus, but you can do online courses if it really is feasible, bro. It's still the same price, but if like you want to stay home and not need to pay for an apartment, whatever, I would say stay home and kind of go from there. Music production, you can't stay home though. Music production, You have to be no, music production is the one that you can stay home. Recording arts, you cannot stay home because recording arts, they want you to be here and deal with the gear. Man said, okay, so the campus that man said, sorry, I misunderstood that online. I'm gonna definitely hit you up on IG. Yeah, dog, hit me up. Everybody get connected with me. If you're not connecting with me on IG, hit me up on IG. Connect with me on IG, homies. Um, current, what other schools you know for recording arts? If you are out in Chicago, Mink, I would definitely check out the Recording Institute. Hold on, I'm about to put a link in here. Oh, my fault. So for recording arts, there's a spot called, and this is where one of my teachers guided me to here. It wasn't like I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go on a crazy internet search. Nah, I asked my teachers about certain things. If you want to do recording arts stuff, a lot of recording arts stuff, I would check this out. It's called the Recording Workshop. You check out, the price is hella cheap. The only thing about this, it's about, so there's different programs. I would suggest everybody who's new to do the core program because it's 5 weeks, 180 hours, and you're literally in a studio freaking day. Every day working on gear, every day learning paths, learning signal paths, learn how to route, learn how to actually use like different. Well, I think is primarily like I've seen Logic and Pro Tools. So you're really rocking out with that. I don't think you just straight using the computers they have there. I know for a fact they're not giving you anything. And on top of that, since it's 5 weeks, you're legit staying out there for 5 weeks. So it's kind of like a camp. It's kind of like recording arts camp. But all the Full Sail ed teachers, like a lot, well, not all of them, like a big majority of them, they like for training and stuff, they'll go to like these workshops. So they go to this workshop to basically do, and this workshop is out actually in Ohio. So since you're out in Chicago, well, that's way closer to you. It's only 5 weeks. It's like going to summer camp. And by the time you're done with it, you could be able to be caliber. You could be a caliber. You could be a caliber recording engineer. That's all I gotta say to you. And at that point, it's like, whoo, some 4,000 and some change. Well, like about 3,000 for class, and then like if you rent out like one of their little bunkers and stuff, I think it's like 120 a week. So then like 120 times five, 120 times five, I know correctly, 120 times five is 600. So then that's 600 plus like the housing and stuff. It's so 600 plus the housing and then 200 for like your registration with saving thing. But even at that, like you're not gonna pay more than 10K. That's all I gotta tell you. You're not gonna pay more than 10K, even if you include like food and stuff like that. So and on top of that, like the dorm, like me telling you 120 a week is literally your own private room. So that 600 is literally your own private room. You could do 60 a week for a cabin, but if you want your own private room, that's only 600. So that's really dope. Um, Current situation, trying to build my own beat store. To be honest, YouTube has been helping the hell out of me improving, bro. Yeah, YouTube definitely gonna be the one. I think more than anything though, like especially like dealing with Full Sail, you're gonna come out here. The one thing that's gonna help you even more is being able to connect with people and then having all these people listening to your stuff that's here in the school and then passing around. And if they fuck with it, then they'll tell more of their friends like, "Yo, my producer." And if you actually become someone's producer, like someone's legit producer, that's it. Because then at that, their notoriety and wherever they go from there, it's like cool. Like you can kind of keep building up, and you become this person producer. You can put in your record, and you can start putting out like songs with actual lyrics. And then people that don't know, the people that don't really kind of, because a lot of times I don't. A lot of things I look for too, especially with producers, is like, okay, cool, these beats are hot. Let me see who's gotten on one of them or who have they gotten to get on this. Not because I want to like see, not because it's like, oh, cool, let me figure out. Let me try to see if they or not. It's just more like, cool. Let me see if like who's got notoriety. Because one, that your price goes up if you have artists that have notoriety. That's one. So now I kind of know their price range a little bit more. And two, it's cool to know that okay, cool, like you're getting your stuff placed. Those are placements for producers. And if you do that, then so never end the cycle. To be honest, as well as if you keep producing and you keep getting better and better and better. Germinations. Okay, cool. Dev anime. I decided to go to do medicine, then go for animation. Medicine is like a safe route, but my thing is medicine takes years. Dude, what kind of medicine are you gonna do? Like RN? Are you gonna be doing like nurse? Or are you gonna try to become some sort of doctor? Because dog, yeah, I want to believe you're young, but becoming like a full-fledged doctor, that takes years. And my thing is that takes years and a mental, like there would be a mental strain. You think if you keep doing animation on the side, but my thing is I applaud you because you dedicate. You want to say just in case, but my thing is the mentality isn't to think. Just a lot of the people who have. I'm not saying this is you. I'm just saying this from experience and just people that I know, and just how I kind of want to think and keep myself rolling because a lot of things is plan Bs are dope. Cool. They're saying that you're a safe person. But a lot of times the safe person usually does the safe thing. And the big crazy person who made it to like that go, like so let's say Steve Jobs, for instance. He wasn't an animator for Pixar, but he created Pixar. He brought like all the people in who did it and all the animators, but whatever. He's That's just kind of like an idea of like what animation I kind of want to tie in. He took the biggest risk. Say fuck school and go dive into his thing, giving it 100% of it. The only time that you become great is when you give 100% to what you want to do. And that's the only time you become great at anything because you give it 100%. It means all your energy is going into it, which means all the energy is basically just going in, being beefed up and getting stronger. And you're just getting huger with it. Like you get success with it. That's the way of saying it. You got to understand that it's going to be tough as hell. You're going to be going down the road that you're like, damn it. Like I want to be like eating regularly. I want to do something like that, but that's like the grind. You don't get to do what you love. You don't get to do what you love, even if it's not even just being rich or shit like that, or even if it's not even like being like the biggest thing. You don't get to do what you love until you kind of figure out that you have to legitimately like want to sacrifice damn near everything to be able to do it, and feel the ultimate like lows, and then to be able to feel the ultimate high. That's the only way it does it. That's the only way it goes. Any places in Houston, as of right now, I don't know any place in Houston. I don't know a couple studios, and you could try to intern there, but typically, like, I would say try to get some experience and know what the hell you're doing because if you try to intern and then they're like, "Cool, intern dude, you like music stuff? Come in the studio." You don't know a damn thing. I guarantee you when your internship. So, I would say try to figure out something out there. If not, then just kind of kick it out here full sail, and if not, go up north, see how it is. Don't do the like don't do the north in the winter. If you're in Houston, don't do the north in the winter. I'm gonna tell you from experience, bro. Don't do the north in the winter. Trust, you're gonna hate it. Dev, I'm just afraid of going for animation because they said it's very competitive if you don't accept. That's what people say. If I can give everybody some tips, everybody's gonna tell you that the field that you want to go into is competitive, especially if that person's in the field that you want to get into. Because the one person that they could scare away from it, that's deal with. You feel me? You're gonna always have competition for anything you want to do, for damn near everything you want. You're gonna have competition for freaking when you move in a crib. You can see it now. If you live in a crib with your family, you have competition. Who the hell's gonna go to the bathroom first? You're gonna have competition for anything that's desirable, anything that you really want. It's the fact of knowing, standing up to competition and knowing not to shy away and knowing that you put in the work, you put in the hours, you're prepped up. The only person that's gonna beat you is somebody who worked harder than you. And if you worked your ass off, you can't be beat no matter what way, shape, or form, because you work your ass off, you make some good stuff. If you work your ass off and you work your ass off correctly, not just like work my ass off on some bullshit, you work your ass off correctly, like study the grades or figure out something different or like really test out an idea till you see people actually really kicking it with it, or like let's say animation, you create like these cartoons or like this fire animation that it could be put in the games, whatever. You make something fire that's different. You worked on it for years and stuff like that. Nobody else has your idea. It's only gonna shine because you really put that time in there. You didn't give a fuck about competition. Sorry if I'm getting like crazy, like preaching and stuff, but like I hated that when they told me like there's a whole this really competitive degree program. To me, I was like, cool. So is going into business. So is being a trash man. So like, tell me something more about competition because I'm gonna stand up to it. You got to compete. I understood I had to compete to get a Grammy. I have to. I don't have one yet. I have to compete to get a Grammy. I have to compete to get a job. I have to compete to get damn near a freaking apartment. You have to be like, yeah, look at this. You have to show you're ready and do it. Like, forget that. Nothing is medicine. You can do medicine. You really have a passion for it, and you want to do it, and you want to go for it. Go for it. Because I applaud everybody who's in medicine because all they're doing is helping the world be better. All they're doing is they're taking care of people. They're making sure people can live a longer life to be with their loved ones, and they're trying to save lives. They're not trying to say they are saving lives, and then in the back end, like their intent when people do lose their life, they're all they did was give their all to be able to kind of take care of that person. So I applaud you for that. That's really I reckon it. But if your passion lies in animation, make medicine your plan D. Make medicine your plan D, and plan A become the best animator you could be. Plan B is make sure you reassure your plan A. Plan C is make sure that plan B is foolproof. And that's all. That's all I have to say about it. Um, amen, right? Taking the church, taking the or if you say amen. That's all I think about with the meme. Um, appreciate that. I'm gonna have to check out the recording in our camp when I get the bread. Yeah, you can if you get a nice little job, like a nice little job, and just put your head down and just worked at that job and saved, like literally said, yeah, of course, hang out with your homies, yeah, of course, do stuff with your fam, but like legitimately, like was live frugally, like be like, okay, I don't need those new kicks, or I don't need this new game, or like try to finagle your way to getting that new game, but not didn't necessarily paying too much for it. I don't need this. I'm knowing what your bare necessities are. I'm saving and going from there. I guarantee you have that cash for that in no time. Especially if it's something you want to do. Because if it's something you want to do, you're gonna get that cash. Because if your friends told you, "Oh, let's go over here to this party," and stuff like that, and you had no bread, you're probably gonna get that cash to do that party. That's how I say. Put your head down, work your ass off, get that bread, bring that bag, bring it to the school, and get that knowledge because that knowledge gives you more bags. Knowledge brings you bags, bro. These bags under my eyes because I've been getting smart. You see that? That's the type of bags I got right now. But I'm waiting for the money bags to come up in a couple of years because that's what happens with that. Even like now, like I'm teaching myself more on the basis of not being a stupid ass artist because like a lot of artists blow their cake, especially the cake that a label will give you to make an album. They'll blow their cake, they'll blow their advances. I'm like, you got me fucked up. Of course, I want to live, lavishly. Of course, I want to have like a nice ass car, nice ass crib, maybe a private jet one day. But I'm not gonna buy it if it's my events. I'm buying it when it's like, okay, man, you worked your ass off. You got this money because this is coming back from not just music, just coming back from whatever business and coming back from your sock brand, or it's coming back from your clothing brand, or this is coming back from your whatever, like the stores you opened up, or this is coming back from like the shit you invested in, like, and that's one thing like that. And only that frugal, like, well, the jet will only come after I made my contributions to my city. That's the only time the jet comes after, because that means right there, if I make a contribution to my city, I mean, to make sure it looks good. That means I'm make sure I come in there whenever I want. That means that my city's Gucci. They need me to get on a jet and go from there because I took care of them. They got something. The only reason they need me there is because I'm crazy off of that and because I made enough bread. That's just me thinking like all crazy, and that's me thinking like why I would get something like that. But other than that, saving bread, taking care of my bread, and that's something I all learned from just putting my head down and studying and knowing that if I want to be successful, I want to be a star. That's the only way you kind of know that you got to be smart, because stars are smart. So I mean, that's the only way to say it. Well, some stars are smart. If not, they have smart people behind them. True. True. Rami. What is it? Damn, I'm like reading through these comments. I've been like ranting. Sorry, people. Um, I should I should probably start doing like public speeches or something, man. Maybe. Maybe one of these days I'll start doing like some public, or at least start setting up like me speaking. My thing is that like it's awkward trying to speak in front of like a mass of people like right in front of me, because it's like I don't know who to make eye contact with, or like who to be like. Do I just look in the center and just be like, just look at specific people like? Because if I say something really mean and that person looking right at me, and I'm like, damn, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that's not for you. Rami, first off, Ramsey, didn't know when you came in. I just want to say what's up. How you doing? It's true. I mean, you see a lot of videos instead of teaching. Whoever told you about they see a lot of videos instead of teaching, not because they teach a lot. The videos are just reassurance. The videos are legitimately like you getting the knowledge when you're not in class or the teacher's not right there. The videos are just reinforcing what the teacher will tell you, exactly what the videos tell you. The videos just reinsure that. And you watch a lot of videos because it reinsures what the teachers taught you. And the only way to kind of ingest knowledge is by repeating. The reason why we know the continents or repeatedly looked at a map and realized that's where Australia is, or the reason why we know what America looks like is we repeatedly saw the shape of America and always saw that it was US. It's literally repeating. Repetition, repetition. No problem, bro. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dream big. Yeah, bro. I mean, hell yeah, you better dream big. If you don't dream big, you're just gonna. I mean, you can. I mean, dream big is you take it. You know, because dream big is somebody can be like, I want to have a house, and that's it. Like, I asked them dream big, and that's really just a factor of how big you want to go. That's how big I want to go. I want to go to the point that I can be able to be like, I want to buy a jet. Why? Because I do. Because I want to be like, I want to buy a jet, and it's all for the mill intent of like just being able to get places like more convenient, getting bring people where I want to get them. So like, mom's like, if I had my mom in DR, if she's just moved out to DR and she's just chilling there, I want to be like, Mom, it's Mother's Day. I'm living out here in wherever the hell I'm living. I'm not gonna be living in DR, not because I don't love the place. I just don't want to. I don't want to live in an island. I have that paranoia. I'm claustrophobic. Like I could be an island chiller, but I don't want to be like I'm on this island on land. Nah, bro, y'all can keep that. Y'all can keep that. I'd rather live on a nice little big ass plot of land somewhere in either America or Europe. But like, Mom, it's Mother's Day. Like, what's up? You want to go do something? All right, cool. I'm gonna get you. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Or like, shoot, like let's say like God forbid, like a loved one like that's going through something. I want to be able to have that freedom. Like, you know, just like I'm gonna go. I want to be able to like, okay, yo, somebody in my family is dealing with this. I'm gonna go over here and take care of that, or I'm gonna go over here and go from there. So that's really the point in case of like me dreaming big. I want to be able to have that freedom to be able to help people, as well as to be able to have that freedom to life and the people around me, and as well like help them enjoy life. So that's really it. That's really it. Yeah, like having lunch with fucking my mom in a different country. Like, Mom, like, what's up? You wanna go grab some pasta in Italy? What are you talking about, Little Italy? Nah, nah, man. I'm talking about going with it. That's really it. Damn, I'm here running my damn mouth. Nobody told me to shut up yet. Just playing. So, anybody got any questions? Um, I knew I was gonna say like my full sale journey, but like everybody kind of came with a frenzy stuff, and I'm actually super grateful for everybody who came in and shot all of their questions, all of their comments, and just connected. Desi, my Ramsey, hit me with the questions then. Hit me with them. I'm here. I'm here, man. This is the best time for you to. I woke up. Does anybody know what that means? Okay. Literally was trying to figure out. Like, I even Googled it. So that's what Decimatori means, greetings from Suburbia. From Serbia. Sorry, I said Suburbia. I was thinking of the show. Greetings from Serbia. Thank you. Welcome. Actually, I'm honored. That means I got this live is in people. So we are international. Everybody who's in this vibe right now, we're international streaming right now. Boys, say what's up. That's dope. Serbia in the building. And yeah, a lot. But do you know that it costs a lot of money? I know it costs a lot of money. I'm here. I'm here. I'm not rich. My family, we're from Reading, Pennsylvania. Well, originally from New York. Like my roots are in New York. Like that's from New York. That's ultimately where I want to be at the end of the day in New York City. Like living in high rise, calling them my homies to be like, yo, come through to the crib. We just throwing a party. What we celebrating? We just celebrating that we live in. We celebrating that we did it. That's my ultimate thing. New York is where my heart's from. New York is where my heart's from. New York is where my heart's at. But Reading, Pennsylvania is where like my soul lives. To be honest, that's the city that I want to see become great again. Not on some Trump MAGA shit though, but become great because like everybody in there striving, not because there's a business in there just like pumping in like it looks good on the economy numbers because there's a business there, but because people really are living well. people are really like sitting there enjoying their life. People could have the freedom to be able to like work an awesome job. Like that's really what I want to see for that city. So broke, bro, and like my family, we come from low middle class. We're not low class. That's if you're low class in Reading, you need to get the hell out to low class. There's no way you should be low class, but we're low middle class. And we I didn't even this option for me to come here wasn't even real until I said, "Yo, fuck boundaries. I'm doing it." It is hella expensive, and it's really only worth it for somebody who wants to put that same amount of energy in. Is your work ethic worth $70,000, $80,000? It should be no. It should be worth more. Your work ethic should be worth like $1 million. Your work ethic should be worth as much as you want to make ultimately in your career. And me saying, yeah, invest in $75,000 or invest in this and that. Think about a crib or like an expensive car, or something crazy like that. Like you could be spending it on that, or you could be spending it on a knowledge that I believe is going to be able to make you that return, plus all that within like just years. So I say it is worth it. I say it's well worth it because I know what it is to be coming from nothing. I know what it is to be dealing with adversity. I didn't really even know if I was going to be able to kind of go to the school until like about 2 weeks before they finally said, yeah, okay, cool. We got all the money for all this. Cause I thought I wasn't even going to be approved for a loan I was asking for. I had scholarships, I had money saved, but then there was a loan I needed just to get this first one through. And it was like, I thought I wasn't even going to be approved for that. I was shitting bricks. I was like, this is going to be terrible. I'm about to be so sad. I already told all my friends I'm moving. Like, oh my god, it's terrible. But it ended up working in my favor. It ended up working in my favor. So yeah, that's just how that goes. Do you make it worth it? Yep, that's really it. The girl decent in Florida. Well, I got me a more than decent woman back home in Pennsylvania. She more than decent. That baby is a fucking 10. So the other girls out here in Florida look just basic to me, you know what I'm saying? But dog, like for real, you could find some beautiful women out here in Florida. I say any dude who comes out here, any dude single though, if you trying to do schooling though, focus on that first and let the girls come. Let the girls that you get out here, make them come from because of your work. You feel me? Because if you make them come from your work, they're never gonna get in the your work. Facts right there. Remember that. Actually, I should write that shit down because that is fire. I just blew myself away. If you make the girls come, you appreciate the girls come and they appreciate you because your work, they will never get in the way of your work, which means harmony, bro. That literally means harmony. That literally means that everything works perfectly. Perfectly. I was blessed that my girl is a dancer. So of course we had some issues with like kind of like my time and shit like that. But as she grew to know like more of like what I did and how to go from there, she understood my craft more and she didn't get in the way of my work no more. She knows not to because like it's just like she knows that it's the passion behind it and what the hell I gotta do. So she knows, okay, cool, this man's working. I'm gonna go from there. But like other girls won't get it. Especially if they're not artsy type or they're going from there. But if they come to you for your shit, that means they kind of fuck with the fuck you're doing. Either they're artsy or not artsy, but they know that you does this and they'll be like, yeah, do that shit first. They'll be there like trying to be a part of it. If you tell them I gotta do this, they're gonna know. They're gonna be okay, cool, just hit me. So that's our goal. Yeah, but they pretty Florida girls are you could definitely have some fun out here with them doggy. Did you already know people in Orlando or just cool and you? I knew family in Kissimmee actually. So I kind of knew a bit of them, but other than that, I didn't know a damn soul. And I was actually happy I didn't know a damn soul because back home you kind of wrote like quick. And after getting out of high school, like all my friends that were my friends, like we stayed fairly close. But like I honestly kind of wanted I wanted something new. I wanted to restart. Not a restart, but I just wanted something that was like, cool, I'm an artist. Everybody knew me back home from being like a football player who did like poetry and just that was really it. And then other than that, like I just kind of had some real tough time back home from like my first college. I probably went my first college to just kind of feeling like I was trapped. So like coming out here, I was happy I didn't know a damn soul because it helped me to meet new people and go from there. I know film is worth it. Paying that amount is worth it. It's just I want to know the experience to class. Hell yeah, you get taught. So Ramsey, And anybody who been watching the video and they're like, "Yo, this dude be getting too hype." That's just me. I realize that I speak the way that I speak best is when I speak with passion. I don't really like to just kind of be. I was especially kind of like earlier, especially starting my YouTube earlier. I was kind of like more neutral tone. I'm like, hell no, I'm about to be more like more out there, more like kind of more energetic because I think that's something that everybody needs. We need people to keep passing around energy, good passion energy. But it is worth it because you get taught by industry people that have been in the industry. 80% of the school's actual teacher base. I think I actually want to say it's higher than that, but I'm gonna say 90 because I know for a fact it's 90 because that's one thing. That's one number I was talking to one of my teachers about. They all worked in the industries that they're teaching. Qualifications, they have some sort of experience with that, or if not, they already taught that before, like a different institute. They all have experience in the industry that they're teaching in. So you get taught by industry professionals, not some Joe Schmoes. That's the best way to put it. You're not going to a community college. And granted, there is community colleges that teach you about because they have that. So I'm not gonna even I'm gonna take that comment back because that's just being ignorant. But you're not going to like somebody's backyard or somebody thing and like somebody who's just like, yeah, bro, I know a little bit about this, bro. I was a SoundCloud rapper for a bit, so I could teach you about marketing, bro. How many plays do you have overall with your SoundCloud rap? I like 200, bro, but it's all good. I figured out the game, bro. Nah, you're getting taught by people who worked with the likes of. So if you're talking film, I can't drop names on that, but at least with my degree program, and they all are in competition because they're all big dogs. They're all big dogs. With my thing, my teachers have been people that worked with. So one of my teachers, right, Ren, he worked with DJ Khaled. He's worked his bigger names like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. He wrote a lot of stuff for them. He produced, worked the whole with them. Then he worked with DJ Khaled, Kanye. He did multiple things with a lot of them. So it's like my dog, his more known stuff is like NSYNC and all that, but he told us he worked with all that. Then other teachers have been working on like big projects or been worked in Nashville, like work for different like record labels or their own like production stuff. So it's like they're all worth it. It's all worth it. It's just more in a factor of you making the most out of it. That's the best way to put it because there's gonna be a whole bunch of hecklers and people who got out of school and they're like, I hate full sale or they full sale. Make it worth it. There's a different type of person. There's a person who gets gold and who gets gold and then either puts it away, knows its value, puts it away, or the person that melts the gold and turns it into a chain. You still have gold. The difference is you kept one valuable and you turned the other one into not really. You actually made it lose value with it like that. So that's the way I say it. You get gold here. You got to be the person that takes this gold, know it's worth something, stash it away, and just keep building up on it. And then after that, you just have a gold mine. Ha, that's another one. Ah, shit. Ramsey, I'm just like, I mean, hell yeah. So is cigarettes. Cigarettes is a scam too. But at the end of the day, they get their job. No, I'm saying that's terrible. But a lot of people are gonna say it's a scam. My thing is to people who say it's a scam, ask them this. Cool, did you graduate from there? They say yes. Be like, okay, cool. What did you do while you were there? What did you get involved in? Did you try to get any internships? What teachers are you still connected with? Who are you? And I'm not even trying to advocate for full sale because at the end of the day, I have my own problems with the school. Like I'm not like, oh that, full that, full that. I'm not like one of those people that are just like on their ass. Man, to be honest, there's a lot of things that I could go off and do stuff, but it's in bad taste as compared to like it's the straight facts. I feel like a lot of people don't sit back and realize, yo, I'm gonna give people something. I'm gonna give people a deterrent to this because of something that happened with me personally, as compared to like everybody's gonna have a different experience, do this different, or they do this different. People who say it's a scam most of the time are typically the ones who didn't apply themselves the best. Ones that just thought that I don't know what the fuck you thought because if they told you it was competitive from the gates, what they tell everybody, you should have been like, fuck it, I got my running shoes on, I'm ready for this race, I'm ready, dog. So I mean that's how I see it. People are gonna tell you anything's scam. People are gonna tell you that. People are gonna tell you that fucking People gonna tell you fucking what's it called? People gonna tell you getting a job is a scam. People gonna tell you that anything's a scam for whatever the case is, for their own insecurities, for whatever. Only way I can say it, only way I can say for you to do it is to go here, do the tour. or see if the atmosphere is for you. If you come here, you feel the vibe of like, yes, I'm gonna do it, not because you're falling in love with whatever the guide is teaching you, but just because you smile at a couple random people, you see the atmosphere is cool, and you see that, yo, this is where I want to be. That's it. You figured out where you want to be. Home is where you feel. Home is where the heart is. When the heart feels great, whenever it's comfortable somewhere. The heart feels great whenever it feels like it's like being heard and you followed it. Like that's when the heart feels great, when you actually listen to it. The heart is a beautiful woman. That's all I gotta say. It feels great when you listen to it. Other than that, homies, Zaire, McDonald, sorry, but what are you doing? Gonna do it. So after Full Sail, my primary thing now is getting some form of job. So like a job in my field. So my boy actually hooked me up. He went to one of the schools that are around here that actually do this same thing. They're called First Institute. Well, it's called First. I don't know. I think it's Florida Institute of Recording. I forgot what the T stands for. Or the T, to be honest. But he went. It's a mini Full Sail where you're doing like either just you're either doing recording arts or you're doing film. So um that's another one you can check out. So yo, Ramsey, before you clock out of this, if you're going, I'm gonna start doing this for everybody who started doing this too. If you're going to probably go here, or if you're going to start talking to the ministers or like administration about anything, drop my name. Be like, so yeah, this guy on YouTube, Manz, so really like kind of helped me to be able to come here because a lot of people telling me how like this is a scam, whatever. But he's like a student there, and yeah. So just put your boy, drop my name on there, because when I actually start putting things together, because what I gotta do is I gotta sit down with my manager and actually start putting down like some sort of like board and just talk to Full Sail about either doing campaigns with them or whatever, like something, or just like having them get me more connected. Like, dog, like I put you guys on with this and that. Like, hit me up with like Leslie Brathwaite. Let me try to like work with Leslie Brathwaite. Let me be able to work with these guys and like you kind of get more notoriety or get more context in the actual field. Like hook your boy up. I don't want no damn to like get more connected. Truthfully, which leads to more money, but it's all the game. Zaire, what am I doing after? I'm gonna get a job. My boy's gonna hook me up with some like a job actually in my field, actually dealing with like it's either recording studio that or doing like these little shows, just jobs so I can be able to supplement my income as I'm funding myself while I'm doing my actual artist stuff. Because now that I'm out of school, well, I'm not out yet, but after this month, I am going so damn hard with my music. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sickening because I have so many ideas. I have so many things I want to roll with. So many references. So many like just like great pieces coming together. Like back home, there's like this dope producer, this producer that my boy put me on to, and he's just making some fire. On top of that, I got like this crazy stash of things I've been working on. It's like cool. All they got to do is be refined, and I have so many contacts now. So it's like it's go time. That's all I can say. So after this, I'm gonna get like a job to supplement my income for music and keep getting my contacts up, keep going to networking events, keep getting myself well connected and growing at that. That's the only way I can say it, because I don't want to do. I realize this more than ever. Like if I can get, I don't want to do no fucking recording an industry job. I don't want to go to like one of the big name fucking. Like, I don't want to go to Sony. I don't want to go to all these guys and start doing all these jobs for them, interning for these motherfuckers. Because truthfully, I'm not an intern type of dude. Tell you straight up, I'm not in. I'm an apprentice type of dude. I will tell you a mentorship before anything. And mentorships are different from internships. Learn that right now before you guys get into school. If you're in the middle school, learn that right now and learn the difference between internships and try to get mentorships before you get internships, because that's what I'm studio or work for any big name company. They're gonna be like, yeah, we'll get you. You'll be dealing with a mentorship. Like I'll be dealing with like a either studio producer. I'll be dealing with like dealing with A&R, like artist relations, whatever, man. I'm artist repertoire, whatever. I'm game for that, but not no damn internship. I realize that more than ever. One, because boys about his money. I don't want to sit there and be dealing with no internship where you're not paying me and I got to be some little bitch. Like, fuck that. Sorry for the language, but it's just like that. And it kind of upsets me because it's like, honestly, I know that you don't want people to come in and wreck your studio or do anything off of that, but like, at least pay some respect to the homies, you know? At least pay some respect to the homies. Like, at least for school and they're hungry and you see that they're hungry, like, get some respect to the homie. Spain, you make happy. So who else? Yep, you have to be hungry. Yeah, you have to be hungry. You got to stay hungry, homie. You got to stay hungry. Stay woke. One, Ramsey Sherman, 10 to 4. What is Ramsey? What do you mean by 10 to 4? What that mean? One, I'm from Spain. You make a lot of people happy. World needs more people like you. Thanks, bro. For truthfully, all my subscribers and everybody who's been supporting me, rocking with me, y'all push me through some things, like even this right now. Like throughout the week, I'll be going through some like crazy schedules and doing all that stuff. But whenever I get on live, I always feel like I'm set free. I always feel like there's nothing else kind of rocking with me YouTube video, or I haven't worked on a YouTube video for y'all in the grip, so I'm apologizing for that. But y'all really kind of drive me, and I really fuck with that. Mainly, primarily because it's the spark that makes me want to go hard as hell after I'm out of school, because it's like I hear that want music. I got people here that want the knowledge, and it's not even just gonna be music when I'm doing it. Of course, I'm gonna be doing my YouTube channel. Of course, I'm gonna be doing my vlog. Of course, I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff that just kind of keeps everybody engaged and just could kind of y'all know where to find me, basically, essentially. Especially like if I'm doing any type of events. And now after this live and all the things I've been talking about, I do want to do like live speaking too. So we in there. So thank you, did that. And definitely keep rocking me. One, if you don't have me on YouTube, bruh, add me on YouTube, bruh. ASAP, bruh. I mean on Instagram. Add me on Instagram, ASAP. My name's Manny. Add me. I got cool pictures on there sometimes. Hungry for knowledge. Yeah, boy, you better be hungry. You better be hungry for everything, bro. You better hungry for knowledge, hungry for money, hungry for food. Then you're probably a robot, and then that's just different. Working with Full Sail, that would be dope. Yeah, I mean, if I can, that'd be dope. I really want to work with like Jerry Jones, just because he's that guy. That's the president of the school, the one who founded it. So I really just want to work with him because he's just a cool guy. Get some like keys from him, but just gotta put that together, work those things through. Man, 10. Oh, you mean 10-4? Okay, I didn't know with 10-4. I like. So like a freaking 10-4 of like, oh yeah, like 10-4, bro. Oh, 10-4. Yeah, okay, cool. You understand me. You got me. Okay, I got you, bro. Like I wasn't looking at that. I saw 10-4 because I'm so used to looking at schedules. Sorry. Jeremy Sims. How difficult do you feel the projects were? Moderate. I feel like as if the only ones that get tough are probably maybe the Pro Tools ones if you haven't really been rocking with Pro Tools. But other than that, cake work. It's basically in a sense do what you're told type shit as compared to like being as creative. I feel like the more difficult things are when you're like be openly creative and it's like, fuck, you want me to force my creativity on this? Like, bro, don't do that to me. Like you're gonna get some motherfucking you're gonna get some tribe music, boy. You get some tribe music with some electric running through. You're gonna have some synths running through some crazy stuff with me just yelling over it. Something, man, I'm gonna have some crazy ass Childish Gambino Redbone 2.0. Got me doing my crazy stuff. So use oh, see, yeah, Ramsey just doubled up on the 10-4. Yeah, I got you, bro. Now we on the same page now. Actually decide to attend the physical uni. What tips do you have for me moving to a whole new state, making friends and staying motivated? Oh, a beautiful girlfriend calling me. I'll talk to her. She understands. She knows I'm on live. She could just go on YouTube and be like, the dude live. What I can say for like legitimately, bro, every single time that you feel like I'm hella comfortable in this house, unless you had like a long week or unless you've already like met a whole bunch of people or unless you have friends, you be like, yo, dudes, come over, let's jam or something. Get out your comfort zone. I'm really looking to like the events that are going on out here, figure out like where all the people are at. When you get the first time you get into campus, the first time you step on the campus, say hello to every single person you make eye contact with. That's it. Say hello. Just keep doing that. Keep saying hello to people. Keep like linking with people. Keep like talking. Figure out where all the events are. Get to those events. Link up. Connect. And at that point, if you do that, and at that rate, you're going to be awesome. You're going to enjoy life here. You're going to get all your opportunities. You're going to get all your chances, and it's just gonna be great for you. Trust. Don't live in your comfort zone if you gonna live comfortably. Then what advice do you have for people coming out of high school who want to go there? If you don't have enough money to pay, if you don't have enough money saved up to pay your first year of rent or at least your first year of rent, don't come yet. Save bread. Don't take that money out. Don't do anything light. Don't try to go get a job. Be spending your bread on some crazy stuff. Unless you got like little bills, you got to pay them little bills, but save your bread at least enough to be able to pay for your first half of like a year here. I would say optimal will be able to pay your first whole year of rent here because then I'd be able to let you get adjusted to everything. Then you can figure out, okay, cool. I know my work process. I know how I deal with things. I know these certain things. I applied all the knowledge I learned in my first year to all this stuff. So I know all the real good knowledge that's really kind of like the foundational knowledge. Get like a little job and start paying my rent and start going from there. Or I could be able to kind of be like my skill set could be so beefed up that I could be able to start selling my services or doing stuff off of that. So I say save bread. For anybody getting out of high school, take that year off that your parents probably telling you, hell no, not to do, or you're like whatever. Anybody's like, that's stupid. Don't listen to people. If you're not prepped, don't fucking do it. Period. Because I say that and I hurt because that's exactly what I did. I wasn't ready for college when I was back then. I jumped right from high school to college and I went there with a high school mentality and it fucked me up. So that's cool. But like, yeah, I just say save bread, get ready for it. If you really want to come here just to go, get ready for it. Don't let them doing the wrong thing. For something that if you're getting ready for a passion or you're getting ready to be able to kind of be successful in a passion, you're doing the best thing that's best for you. And anybody who want to tell you, nah, it's stupid or that, they don't know your dream, they don't know your passion. Don't call them, don't tell them they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Just tell them it's all good, homie. Say with a smile, like it's all good. And I understand you don't understand. I understand you don't understand, and leave it at that. So the first week, oh yeah, school supply. I saw that. Like how much you pay for school supply? Where's that at? Somebody said something to me about school supplies. Other than that, it just varies. Room and food. Room and food is really food. It all depends on what kind of quality of food you're trying to eat. You could eat shit for like the next couple years and just be Gucci. That's the quotes of Gary Vee. You can eat dirt, dog. And my thing is just, or you could just kind of like want to eat all green and then have like a crazy ass your for your groceries all the time. But my thing is, I just say try to find a healthy balance so you're not fatigued and you don't end up becoming like all obese and overweight and all unhealthy because you have to have your body's a temple. You got to keep it nice and good. So I say eat good, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, eat all the things that are good on things, but at the same time, don't try to spend hella bread on all the extra food and you'll be able to save some bread. School supplies, besides like pen and notebooks, I mean, I don't really know. You're gonna pay and all of like your equipment, you're gonna pay that much for that. But other than that, you're going to like legitimately you're gonna all the money that goes into like supplies and stuff, you're probably already gonna pay like your first month, really, because the supply that you need is really your computer, and all your extra little attachments. If you want to get extra stuff, that's on you, but you're gonna get all your books and everything on electronic, and you pay for it the first. You pay for it when you pay for your courses. How have been changed your mind from week one to now? How has my mind changed from week one to now? I'm a lot open minded. I used to think from week one, I used to think when I came in here, I was like, I'm the best artist in this fucking school. Not because I really believed it, but it was because thought that I thought I had to keep my confidence up like that. I thought I had to always think that I got to be the best or I'm the best. And now I just think, there's millions, not millions, let's say that there's thousands of people that are really freaking good. And the only people that call them the best are the people that kind of get like more and more like kind of notoriety or whatever. And I of course, at the end of the day, everybody wants to go down. But my thing is like, I broke myself away from always trying to feel that, because whenever you feel that, then you feel hella competition. Then you're in competition with people that are just trying to get better, or people that are just trying to work with you because you don't ever really get to see you don't see the bright side of things. You kind of always are just like competition, push at being a football player in high school. Like you're accustomed to being that cool guy. So you always have like the cool friends, and of course I've always been always cool, but like here I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna get the cool people and I'm gonna rock with them, and then I'm gonna like, and I broke away from that early. Like I think like week 3, I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna be friends with everybody. And after that, I kept getting open minded with just anybody and everybody. I started like talking more to people that even people that don't even really kind of know English, like too much. I was like, I'm gonna go over there and try to get more acquainted with them. And then even on top of that, they're my teachers. Because before I wasn't even into it, having a relationship with my teachers. I wasn't into like talking to the homies. I wasn't into actually like rocking with them or like trying to figure out, kind of not get to know them more, but like kind of have them on my side if I needed them. So that was something that I kind of broke away from, and I'm here in this. So like from week 1 to from now, I did got more skilled, understood how this industry works. Come a month, I guarantee you can figure out who the hell you are. But like right now, I don't know who I am like entirely, but slip ups, but you kind of know when to get back to home base, especially when you know where home base is. Where is it? Down to be free. Yeah, that's how I feel, bro. That's how I've been feeling for like, especially the last couple months. Mateo Toro, everybody, is my manager. If I hadn't here before, my manager, my homie, best friend. In the comments. So if anybody sees that, say what's up to Mateo. And if anybody wants some knowledge, the actual business of music, or like actually dealing with kind of just like marketing, as well as like kind of dealing with like just your tactics and stuff on Instagram and YouTube, stuff like that. That boy is a guy. We actually have a channel called Alchemist Ventures where we're like helping independent artists get tools. You know what I'm saying, I haven't did a video with them in a grip, but he's been consistent with it, killing it back home. So check that out. That man's a G. That man's a G. With tuition, you usually pay full. So the tuition part. Who the hell just added me? Michael Cornelius added me. Who that? But so the tuition thing is the thing with tuition is this you pay by, just like every other school, you pay semester wise. A lot of y'all, most of y'all might be coming fresh out of high school. The and you go from like not paying a damn thing in high school to like paying so much. So you pay semester wise. You'll pay your first semester, then your second semester, then your third semester, then your fourth semester. It'll go like that. That's how you pay it off. You get your scholarships, and it goes from there. 25 up front, just like that, because it gets broken up into different segments. So that's how that goes. Yeah, my phone's getting blown. I never like that. That, or they just need a finishing piece, like they don't have a mix, and you're like, whoa, just like the best thing ever. It's really just a factor for you seeing like whoever you hang out with. You hear that because at the end of the day, like some people aren't just thinking about I'm gonna be an artist. Some people are thinking like I'm gonna be like I want to be an A&R, or I want to be a mix engineer, or I want to be this and that. Everybody's chasing that goal. So my thing is, you are going to come along with a lot of people that you think are not going to be about anything, but then they end up doing it. So I just sit back and just say that this school is just full of just people being people. My thing is, you find your people, and that's not even to say the people that kind of identify with you, just the people that you feel like are the best around you. And that's just how it goes. And you end up inspiring people to be able to work harder, or you end up like getting inspiration from people that are working harder. And it's back in like that. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. All right, but homies, I'm not here. Ramsey, you added me on because we can keep talking off of that, bro. I definitely want to help you out to get you. Make sure you feel hella comfortable with like making the train, either coming here or going to a different school, just so you can come or go comfortable again, just so you can get like feel the joy of that. But anybody else have any other questions for the boy? If not, I'm gonna check out. It's been a lovely hour and 21 minutes. Get some awesome stuff. Gave you guys some awesome little bits of quotes, little bits and pieces of dope stuff. Yo, Marquise, I saw you popped in. I didn't say hello. What's up, my dog? What's up, my dog? Yeah, we didn't even get the link. That's so sad. But yeah, the school is really good. The school's a dope spot. Ram just added me on Instagram. We'll keep talking. Other than that, people, I'm out. Appreciate y'all for checking in. All the new people. Hope that y'all signed up for my my news. Words been slipping off me. Hope you guys signed up for my newsletter. If not, I mean, y'all just missing out. That's all I gotta tell you. We didn't sign up for another. If you're gonna miss out, what the fuck? Yeah, just on the goodies as I'm packing them up. Other than that, your boy's out living. That should be the okay life right now. I hope you guys are living a good life. I'll holler at y'all, and yeah. Yeah, I like flick my lip when I'm freaking putting my finger down. What the hell? Peace.